everything I expected. I knew what kind of fighter he was. We trained and practiced many times, submitted each other in practice, and fought really hard. Again, he's really physically strong. So, it's not easy to always be able to do the kind of techniques you want, but he was as tough as I expected. I think so. There were some techniques I wanted to use that I didn't get a chance, but overall I stuck to my technique, and Yoshida-san, for the most part, stuck to his technique. And I thought that we gave some good examples out there. A little more ground and pound that I wanted to use, but he's a really tough guy, so if you don't make him react, your job is just going to be that much harder. He's no weakling out there. He knows the leg game. He knows all the chokes, all the arm locks. He's just not going to get caught in something. In fact, I don't think anybody's ever submitted him in MMA so far. I did, and yet it was at the time it was the fight. So we're professionals, but it's when the fight was finished, it was difficult to have to really punch your friend really hard like that. I know I hit him a few times on the ground that really hurt him. And that's just fighting. Even on the feet, he wanted to throw big hooks and wild punches. I didn't really want to do that kind of game. It wasn't what I was looking for. So tonight, not a lot of stand-up for me, but that's fine. I really wanted to make more of a wrestling match out of it. But a fight's a fight. We both understood the rules, and nothing could be helped. Demo, what I want to know is, I had a good time, but did everybody here enjoy the fight tonight? Yes. There's one person at least. Yes.
Actually, Josh, I have a question. If what exactly is next on Mr. Josh Barnett's plate?
Right now, it's ice any injuries, have to recover, and I want to look forward to the next opportunity to fight, either in Sengoku or who knows where. But I have to stay sharp, and the one thing I have planned is April 12th, Yogatsu Juni in Osaka for the Inoki-Genon Federation. And I saw Ogawa-san sitting ringside, and he left before I could tell him what was going to happen to him next. There's not going to be any friendly handshake, nothing but an enemy in front of me for Ogawa. It's completely different.
Josh, are you on an exclusive multi-contract with Sengoku, and have they talked about when and who your next one will be?
Yeah, every week until the end of the year, 150 fights, and then the contract.
Any more details?
At this point, I'm looking forward to helping push Sengoku forward, and that's what I'm here for. Yeah, maybe there were some chances. I'm sure I could look over the fight. I could think about it right now, and there were some opportunities maybe missed. But Yoshida-san is really physically strong and a good grappler. So he's not going to give many opportunities to submit him easily. And maybe I could have used the pound technique, but I wanted to show catch wrestling. And I think maybe that's more skillful than just going out there and trying to hammer somebody's brains. But either one, it works for me. Tonight was more about technique. Either one is fine. But Randleman, I've known a very long time. We're friends, and it's kind of like fighting Yoshida-san again. You don't want to have to fight your friends. But of course, we're professionals. That just can't be avoided. And as a professional wrestler, when we go on tour, you could eat dinner one night and fight him the next. So maybe more out of respect. You're going to show up in the ring against your friend, even fighting even harder than you would otherwise. You don't even need a translator, do you? So you understand everything. No, Hojo Gracie, anybody who would love to fight a Gracie, that's a great name, and he's got a great resume for grappling. As a fighter, he's young and untested and inexperienced, but he's I don't think he's a weak guy. I think he would give the best fight he could. And the Gracie name is not where it is because they're slouches.
But I think you is a great fighter, and Gracie has a history.
That's true. Anjo-san went to Yiksen Gracie's dojo and challenged him, but in this case, if Hajo wants to come to my dojo or other way, UWF is certainly going to win that fight. In this case, it's not the same. I have one last thing to say, and that is, now that my fight is over with, I do have my fight against in IGF coming up. But also, for me, it's very important is Fuji Megumi's next fight in SmackDown, Yongatsu Nijugo. The second round of the 52 kilo Sekai tournament. Against the Korean fighter, Sogi. But demo, I think Megumi Fuji is Sekai top senshu, not just for women, not for men, but out of all fighters. She's one of the absolute best. And I think she's going to show that. She's going to beat Sogi by submission, I think, in the first round, and go to the final. So that's my next stage.